Are you the person that's afraid to answer the call when you know that it's a creditor on the other side? That was me, even as recent as 3 days ago. But I just had one call me and I picked up the phone. Let me explain why. I've been in a financial mess since the pandemic, and not all of it from my doing, but I just feel like I can't get my head above water. It doesn't matter how much money I bring in, it seems like I still take 20 steps back. I've been really responsible with my money for at least the past year and a half. That means not buying anything for myself. So you know how defeating it can feel. Well, I was telling someone this where I'm like, I must be doing something wrong because I keep finding myself in this cycle for years and years and years. Why am I in this never-ending cycle? As I'm having a conversation with my mentor, he's asking me all these questions, and I like that because it's causing me to think. And one of them he asked me was, have you been in contact with your creditors? And I immediately am like, no, I avoid those phone calls. And here's what he said that made that big light bulb moment go off for me. He says, okay, that's fine. I've been there, we've all been there, and I can understand why you're doing what you're doing. But the same way that you shut down your business until you can get your food permit is the same thing that you need to do with your finances. Yes, God can bless you, but if you want the full blessing of God, you have to be responsible. You have to do everything that you know that is right, even if it's uncomfortable. That light bulb came over and I was like, ugh. I've been needing to have this conversation. I've been needing to call my creditors. I've been needing to answer the phone calls, but I avoid it because it is uncomfortable. And really, if I do answer it, what do I even say? Because I don't really have all the answers of when I'm gonna be able to pay it or this amount, or I just don't really have the answers. Some of them aren't so nice. You know, I've had some where I did call and they were extremely rude, and that is what made me never want to talk to another one again. But my mentor made me realize that if I want the fullness, the full blessing of God, then I have to handle my responsibilities. Who do I owe? What do I owe? How do I make this right? Even if I don't have the answers, just get on the phone, talk to them. Let's see if we can figure something out together. So I did that the very next day. I got on the phone with everyone that I owed money, every creditor, everyone that I owe money, and I told them the situation and I could maybe do this, do that. They helped me. They helped me just the way that he said that they would. And everybody was so nice. Before I got on the phone, he told me to make sure that I pray before I get on the phone. Please pray. And every single person that I talked to was like extra pleasant. I was on the phone, and the only reason that I was on the phone for as long as I was between holding for the operators or when they needed to switch me to the next department that could help me. One of them allowed me to enter a hardship program, and in my mind when they said, okay, well, we'll just cancel the card, so then you just pay this amount per month and it's gonna be 0% APR. You got me on 0% APR. Oh, you're gonna cancel it? Everything that we hear on the internet is like, oh, it's gonna take a ding to your report. I don't know how much of a ding it's gonna take to my report. I really don't care because I just really don't care. I'd rather go ahead and just get this taken care of. And 0% APR? Anyways, without getting too deep into my situation, and I don't wanna get away from the broader message here, but this goes with anything that I just realized from this conversation, that if we want the full blessing of God, the full provision of God, where are we missing the mark? What responsibilities aren't we having? What hard conversations are we avoiding? Or what decisions are we avoiding to make? Like I said, even with me shutting down the business, which was all of my income, I knew that I wasn't doing it the 100% compliant way. I don't know, think about it for yourself.